Okay, students, see here. If you be with me for 15 minutes, I will make you to do the problems which are asked in previous year of this type. Okay, you just go have a look on this. See this problem: a hydrogen atom and alpha particle having same momentum enter a perpendicular to the magnetic field. The ratio of their radii of their path. So this type of problem is asked in 2019. So today's concept will make you perfect in all these type of models here. Not only this model, I'll make you perfect in these type of all models in just 15 minutes. If you stay with me just 15 minutes, then I can do wonders for you. Okay, so don't go anywhere, just have concentration, because as this is previously asked question, I will make you perfect in all these type of questions which have been asked previous year. Okay, so thank you very much. Stay with me. Okay. So now just see here, just see, have a look on this concept here now, whatever I am discussing here. If you observe here, there is one electron. This is going to be an electron here. See, electron is moving upwards in this direction. So whenever an electron moves upwards, there is one force created on this electron. See, moving electron creates magnetic field. Moving electron creates magnetic field surrounding it. How it is going to create magnetic field, I will give the formula here. So moving electron, when it is moving with a velocity v in this direction and surrounding that, there is a magnetic field here. There is a magnetic field. This is called as magnetic field B. So what is the meaning of magnetic field here? What is the meaning of first into? Okay, into. So into means up there is a north pole, and above the paper there is a north pole, and below the paper there is a south pole. That is the meaning here. Above the paper there is a north pole, and below the paper there is a south pole, and magnetic lines of force always travels from north pole to south pole. Here into represents that the line is traveling like this. The magnetic lines of force are traveling like this. Above there is a north pole, and below the paper there is a south pole, and magnetic lines of force are traveling from above the paper and into the paper. That is the meaning of magnetic field. So what is the magnetic field direction now? Perpendicular to the paper, into the paper. That's why into symbol is there here. Into symbol is there. So in this is the case here. If this is the magnetic field acting on the electron which is moving with a speed of v, then what happens? There is one new force created on the electron in this direction. Okay, that is a new force created on the electron in this direction. Then what is that force here? That force is given by Fm is equal to q into v cross b, where q is called as charge, v is called as velocity, and b is called as magnetic field B. Okay, this is called as magnetic field B. Into represents magnetic field here. Okay, whenever an electron enters into a magnetic field, a force is created, and that is given by Fm is equal to q into v cross b. What is v cross b here? It is going to be vb sine theta. It is going to be vb sine theta. Therefore, Fm will become, in order I will write bvq sine theta. In Urdu it is popular saying bvq. What is the meaning of bvq? Bv means wife, q means y. Okay, so bvq sine theta, this is a code language to remember the formula bvq sine theta. Okay, so where angle theta is going to be discussed later here. Next, here if you observe, if this is a wire in which current is passing, whenever the wire having current in that, it creates a magnetic field surrounding the wire here. That is called as force is created surrounding this wire here. Whenever a current passes through the wire, a magnetic field is created surrounding the wire. Okay, and that is explained according to Ampere's right hand rule. For example, this is a wire, this is the direction of current flowing along the tip of the pen here. So if you hold the pen like this thumb will show the direction of the current, and four fingers will show the direction of electric field surrounding the pen here. Now, okay, this is called as Ampere's right hand rule. You are familiar with this, I think. Okay, so now what happens? So what is the force created in the wire whenever the current force in the wire here? So that force is given by I into L cross B. What is L here? L is nothing but length of the wire. B is nothing but the magnetic field surrounded by the wire. Magnetic field surrounding the wire is taken as a B here. L is the length of the wire, I is the magnitude of current passing through the wire, then a new force is generated, created inside the wire, and that force is given by Fm is equal to I into L cross B. I into L cross B. So Fm is given as I. This is taken as BL sine theta because it is a cross product. So this can be written as Fm is equal to BIL sine theta. Okay. So we got two formulas now. You just see what are the two formulas here. I got one formula in which Fm is equal to BVQ sine theta. I got another formula in which Fm is equal to BIL sine theta. BV कई को BV बिल बढ़ाने के वास्ते, BV क्यों बिल बढ़ाने के वास्ते. सो BV कई को बोले तो बिल बढ़ाने के वास्ते. तो ये फॉर्मूला याद रखने के लिए बोल रहा हूँ, ठीक है. तो घर के अंदर BV कई को है घर का बिल बढ़ाने के वास्ते. दिस इज द कोड लैंग्वेज टू रिमेंबर दिस फॉर्मूला. BVQ sin theta, BIL sin theta. This formula is related to a single charge of electron which is moving in a magnetic field which creates a force Fm, and BIL sin theta is the force generated when current passes through the wire of length L. So these two formulas will help you to solve some of the problems in the coming. Now you just see here, this electron is entering into a magnetic field. This into sign represents that magnetic field is entering into the paper. Lines of force are entering into the paper, perpendicular to the paper, into the paper. That is the meaning of this magnetic field B, which is given by B here. Now let us imagine there is an electron, and this electron has entered into the magnetic field in this direction with certain speed V. Okay, then if it has entered into the magnetic field with certain velocity V, then what happens? Towards the center there is one force created here, and that force is called as, this is going to be the magnetic field which is represented by into. Into means magnetic field is into the paper and perpendicular to the paper. Then when this electron moves, then what happens here? Direction of the magnetic field is into the paper and direction of the velocity is in this way, along the direction of my finger. Both are making 90 degrees here. Then what is the formula you are going to apply? I am showing it here. The force due to magnetic field is equal to force due to centrifugal force here. On this electron, when it has entered into the magnetic field, there are two forces acting on this electron. One is called as centrifugal force away from the center. Another is called as magnetic field acting towards the center, as it is drawn here and shown in the previous case here, the basic formula. So always magnetic field acts towards the center, and this electron is revolving around this circular field in a perfect circle. Why it is moving in a perfect circle? Because magnetic field is counterbalanced by centrifugal force here. Magnetic field is acting towards the center, centrifugal force is acting away from the center. Then when these forces are always equal and opposite, then what is the formula here? The formula is, magnetic field is given by the formula here. What is the formula? F is equal to BVQ sine theta. Magnetic field formula I will write it as BVQ sine theta here, whereas centrifugal force formula I am writing mv square by r, where r is going to be the radius of the circular path followed by the electron here. R is going to be the circular path followed by the electron here. Then what I am going to write here, just see. So if you observe here, what is the angle? What is the angle between magnetic field and velocity? You just see, magnetic field is into the paper and perpendicular to the pen here like this. So pen will be in this direction, whereas velocity is along the direction of my tip of the finger here. So both are making 90 degrees here now. As both are making 90 degrees, then you need to consider theta is equal to 90 degrees here. Then sine 90 is going to be how much? Sine 90 is going to be 1 here. So you will write now BVQ is equal to mv square by r, where mv square by r is the formula for centrifugal force acting on the electron. In this case, you know what is going to happen here. You just see, this v square gets cancelled here, and this v is also getting cancelled here. Then what is left? You just see, here r is left, and here mv will be there, and divided by bq will be there. Okay, so radius of the path followed by the electron in a magnetic field is given by R is equal to mv by bq. R is equal to mv by bq. This is the first formula which we are going to get. This is the first formula which we are going to get in this concept. Okay, so now slowly we can modify this formula in different forms. How can you modify this formula in different forms? Let me discuss about that. You know here that mv is given by letter p, therefore you can write this as p by bq here. So p by bq you can write this as, so p. So what is p here? You know kinetic energy is equal to p square by 2m. You know this formula very well, because kinetic energy as it is given by p square by 2m, you can also write p square is equal to 2mk, and p can be written as under root of 2mk here. So you can just replace now mv, that is p with the help p with under root of 2mk. If you represent this with root of 2mk, what are you going to get? Let us see here. So now you will just modify this formula like this. Here this formula, that is R is equal to P by BQ, can be written as R is equal to under root of 2mk by BQ you are writing now. Okay, so you got this formula now. Then what are you going to get with this? Let us see. So this is the basic formula, which is the second formula we can call it as. Let me write this as a second formula here. Now, so as we got radius here, we got radius now. So we got radius in different forms, that is R is equal to mv by bq. R is equal to under root of 2mk by bq. But how can you find out angular velocity in this case? Yes, you can find out angular velocity also in this case. And you know v is equal to r into omega. V is equal to r into omega. Then in the place of r, what are you going to write now? In the place of r, you will write mv by bq into omega. That's it. Here this v gets cancelled. Then what is the formula for omega? Omega can be written as bq by m. Omega can be written as bq by m. So this is going to be the first formula we can say for angular velocity. Okay, so we got the formula for angular velocity here. With this you can find out what is the formula for time period also. You can find out the formula for time period of revolution of the electron. Time period of revolution of the electron surrounding this magnetic field. How much time it will take to take one complete revolution, we are going to find out now. It's very simple to find out. Let us enjoy this session here. So angular velocity we got now. Once you get an angular velocity, you know angular velocity can be written as 2 pi by capital T. So instead of omega, you can write now 2 pi by capital T, and bq by m is already present here. So with this you will understand that T can be written as 2 pi m cross multiplication divided by bq. Okay, divided by bq. So we got the formula for time period also. We got the formula for time period also here. So time period is given by 2 pi m by bq. Similarly, we can find out the formula for even frequency also. So how are you going to find out the formula for frequency in this case? You know frequency is represented by n, and you also know that frequency is always a reciprocal. Frequency is reciprocal of time period. Just you write n, 1 by t means 1 by 2 pi m divided by bq. As it is you are writing whatever you have got here. So same thing you are writing here in this case. Then you can write n is equal to bq by 2 pi m. So this is going to be the formula for frequency. It's very simple. All these formulas are interrelated with each other. So once you understand the basic concept, it is very easy for you to understand the concept of frequency also here. So 2 pi m by bq is going to be the formula for frequency here. Okay, so after that what are you going to find out? First we got radius here. We got radius. So radius I am dividing up to here. Then after that we got angular velocity. Angular velocity up to here I am dividing. Now I got time period here. I got frequency also here. Then if you consider that kinetic energy is equal to potential energy in this case, so kinetic energy is given by K, but potential energy in what way we can give for an electron which is entering into the magnetic field. So if an electron enters into the magnetic field, how can you write potential energy? Because here you know kinetic energy is conserved. Kinetic energy can be changed into potential energy, and you know what is the formula for potential energy. See, potential energy or work done, both are going to be same. It is equal to VQ. Why is it so? Because you know in electrostatics, electric potential is work done on unit charge. Electric potential is work done on unit charge. Therefore, potential energy or work will become multiplication of electric potential and charge here. Electric potential and charge here. So W can be written as VQ. That means potential energy can also be given by VQ here. So I am just replacing K with potential energy, which can be taken as VQ. Then you go to the basic formula whatever we have derived here. What is the basic formula you have derived here? You just have a look on this formula here. If you have a look on this formula, then this formula can be a little bit modified here. How I am going to modify? You just have a look on that. You just have a look on that. So in this way I am going to modify here. This formula can be modified like this. So R can be written as under root of 2m. Instead of K, you can write VQ divided by BQ. Okay, VQ divided by BQ here. Then what happens? Let us see. In this case, now you just do one thing. Here R is equal to under root of 2mVQ is there. You send this Q inside the root and B also inside the root. What happens here? This can be taken as B square Q square here. B square Q square. With this you will understand one thing here. This Q and this Q can be cancelled here. Then what is the final formula you are getting? R is equal to under root of 2mv divided by B square into Q you are getting. Or else you can take B outside also, doesn't matter. You can write like this 2mv by BQ. B is outside, so Q will be left inside. So you can write the formula like this also. So this is also going to be the formula for radius, a modified formula for radius, in which here instead of writing kinetic energy we can write potential energy also. Where what is V here? V is nothing but electric potential. It is called as electric potential V. Okay, so whereas M is going to be mass here, M is going to be mass here, Q is going to be charge here. Okay, Q is going to be charge here. In this case Q is going to be charge. And what is B? B is called as magnetic induction. Magnetic induction field it is called as. So B is called as magnetic induction field. So this is the small modifications of the formula in various stages here. We can further move about this type of formulas here. Now how are you going to solve this problem which is of previous year problem? You just see here hydrogen alpha particle, hydrogen alpha particle. So what is hydrogen here? Hydrogen can be taken as H11. Alpha particle is nothing but helium plus 2 and 4 as charge here. So this is, or you can also write like this, alpha 2 and 4 like this, plus 2 charge and 4 as mass. So hydrogen 1 and 1. So this is the charge and this is the mass. This is the charge and this is the mass. This is plus 2 charge we can say. So what is the question here? Just have a look on this question. The ratio of radii of their paths of hydrogen as well as alpha particle, it is said that momenta is going to be same. It is said that momentum is going to be same here. Okay, and enters perpendicularly. Momentum is going to be same. It is called here. What is the meaning of momentum is same? So in this case P is going to be constant. P is considered to be constant and theta is going to be 90 degrees here. And what else? The ratio of their radii. So just now we have derived one formula. What is the formula? Just recall that. R is equal to P by BQ. R is equal to P by BQ. Just now you have derived the formula. So you can find out the radius very easily now. And you know P in this case momenta is constant. Same momentum is it is said. So same momentum means what is the meaning? What is the meaning of same momentum? Same momentum means this is going to be constant. This is going to be constant and perpendicular to the constant magnetic field. So with this we'll understand that B is also constant here. So R is equal to P by BQ. R is equal to P by BQ. If you want, you can just recall here. Force due to magnetic field is equal to force due to centrifugal force. Magnetic field means you will write BVQ and centrifugal force means mv square by r. Then in this V and V gets cancelled. What are you going to get? R is equal to mv by bq you will get, which is nothing but this implies that R is equal to mv means p and this is going to be bq. So I got the formula. If you forget also, I am deriving and showing once again here. So it's very simple to understand and do this problem. With this you'll understand only one thing. R is inversely proportional to charge here. R is inversely proportional to charge. Radius is inversely proportional to charge. Then what is the answer here? So radius of hydrogen divided by radius of alpha is equal to charge on the alpha divided by charge on the hydrogen. It's so simple, you will wonder. In NEET also this type of basic IP problem also will not be such much easy. So that's why I'm telling it's a very simple. NEET is very simple here. You can play with the subject. You just see here a radius of hydrogen divided by a radius of alpha. What is the charge on the alpha? You just see charge on the alpha is 2 and charge on the hydrogen is 1. That's it. The answer is this one only. Radius of hydrogen and radius of alpha can be written like this. It is nothing but 2:1. This is going to be the answer. See how simple it is. See how simple it is. It's a basic formula. Okay. So now I will discuss one more concept which is related to this. See, this question you have got in NEET 2019. May not be this type of question comes again once again, but on these basic concepts he may ask different questions also. I will discuss with each and every question how it can come in future also in coming 2020 paper. I will show you some of the tricks and techniques also. Let me discuss here now one by one. For example, here it is said same momentum and same magnetic field. If he says same kinetic energy and same magnetic field, then how will you solve the problem? I am asking about, I am doing the probabilities of asking the question. There was one probability asked in 2019. In how many ways this type of questions can be asked? So the same question I am repeating in once again, but instead of taking same momentum, I have taken same kinetic energy and same magnetic field. Then what happens? Let us see. Okay. So now previously has taken one hydrogen and alpha particle. Now I am taking hydrogen 1 1, deuterium 1 2 and alpha particles 2 4. Okay. If you take all the three particles, if and all the three particles enter into the magnetic field, okay, so enter in same kinetic energy, entered in same with same kinetic energy and same magnetic field, then what happens to the answer here? So which formula you will select? Same kinetic energy and same magnetic field means which formula is suitable? I have given three formulas in this case. Same kinetic energy means you have to select this formula because kinetic energy is present in this formula only. So you have to write this formula here now. So R is equal to 2 root mk by bq here. Okay, bq here. So let me see what happens here. Same kinetic energy and same magnetic field means what is the meaning? So whatever they are same, you just cancel out because they are going to be constant. Same kinetic energy means this goes. Okay. Same magnetic field means this is also going. Then what is left? What is the left out things here? Left out physical quantities are radius. This is also constant because it is 2. So radius is directly proportional to root of mass and inversely proportional to root of charge. Okay. So this will be the formula left out by cancelling all the constants here. 2 is constant, k is constant, b is constant. So now what happens? So here radius of, for example, he has given hydrogen, deuterium and alpha particles has entered into the magnetic field with the same magnetic field with same kinetic energy. Then what happens to the radius ratio? Okay, so radius ratio will become first R of hydrogen is to R of deuterium is to R of alpha particle will become mass of hydrogen by charge of hydrogen is to under root of mass of deuterium by charge of deuterium. So charge of deuterium is to under root of mass of alpha particle divided by charge of alpha particle. So if you take all these three, what are you going to get now? So radius of hydrogen is to radius of deuterium is to radius of alpha particle is under root of mass of hydrogen is, you know, mass of hydrogen is 1. Charge of hydrogen is also 1. Mass of deuterium if you observe, it is root 2. Charge will be 1 only. And here if you observe, mass of alpha particle is under root of 4 and charge is going to be 2 here. Then what is left here? So root of 1 by 1 is 1 only, is to root 2, is to here root of 4 is nothing but 2. Okay, so 2, this 2 and this 2 is going to be cancelled, so we're getting 1 here. Okay, so now if the alpha, deuterium and hydrogen will enter into the same magnetic field with same kinetic energy, then your answer will become ratio of radius of hydrogen is to radius of deuterium is to radius of alpha particle will become 1 is to root 2 is to 1. So this is going to be your answer here in this case. Okay, this is going to be your answer in this case. Now let us see what happens here. See, this formula can be modified in different ways also. This is the formula we are going to write. It can be modified with different forms also. So this formula which I have written here, I will write once again. For example, force due to magnetic field is equal to force due to centrifugal force as we have derived previously. So what can you write this one? This can also be written like this. Force due to magnetic field is BVQ. Okay, so BVQ or BQV, whatever it may be, sine theta is going to be 1 here because 90 degrees. Let us say theta is equal to 90 degrees, you can consider. So sine 90 is going to be 1 here. Centrifugal force is mv square by r also you can write here. Okay, so I told you v and v are getting cancelled here. What is left now? What is left? You just see. You just take v here. Now v is equal to BQR by m you are getting. So BQR by m you are getting. You can find out the kinetic energy also. You can find out the kinetic energy also. So how are you going to find out the kinetic energy separately? Kinetic energy of these particles. So kinetic energy is given by half m v square. So you can write like this. You can write like this. Kinetic energy is equal to half m. In the place of m you write m. V square means you write b square q square r square by m square. So here m and m square gets cancelled. So kinetic energy is given by b square q square r square by 2m. Okay, so you got like this. Then what happens here? Let us see. You can frame one more problem based on this concept also. Okay, then let us see what type of problem you may get. So this is, I am writing a type 2 problem here. This is type 2 of asking the question. See, if alpha particle, deuterium and hydrogen enters in a magnetic field, B, okay, magnetic field B, same magnetic field with same radius. For example, he is telling same magnetic field and same radius, find the ratio of kinetic energy is asking. Let us imagine he is asking question like this. So these three will enter into the magnetic field, and that too same magnetic field. You can take same magnetic field with same radius, then find ratio of kinetic energies. Then what is the formula we have derived just now here? The formula is like this. The formula is this one. So you can just write the formula here. Kinetic energy is equal to b square q square r square by 2m. So he is asking us to find out the ratio of kinetic energies here. That means what are the things which are going to be constants here? Let us see. We will observe what are the constants given in this case. Same radius is asked, so radius will be cancelled. Okay, and same magnetic field means magnetic field is also going to be cancelled. So with this you will understand that kinetic energy is directly proportional to q square by m. Therefore you can write kinetic energy of hydrogen first is to kinetic energy of deuterium next is to kinetic energy of alpha particle can be written as q square of hydrogen by mass of hydrogen is to q square of deuterium by mass of deuterium is to q square of alpha particle by mass of alpha particle.
Hey there. Subscribe to my channel. And also press this bell icon.
Okay, so questions can be asked like this also. Hydrogen, deuterium and alpha particles enters into the same adic field, then find the ratio of time periods, angular velocity and frequency. So in one shot I am asking 3 questions as a one question only. So how are you going to solve this type of problems? Okay, same adic field, time period. So same adic field, time period means you just take the first formula. So this is called as same adic field. Find the ratio of time period. So for time period, the first question, angular velocity, the second question, frequency, the third question. So first question, what is that? So find the ratio of their time periods is asked. So time period means what are you going to write now? So T is equal to 2 pi root of m by bq. This is the formula. Same magnetic field means this part goes. Anyhow, these two are going to be constants. So with this, you'll understand that time period is directly proportional to mass and inversely proportional to charge here. So you just write down like this. So time period of hydrogen is to time period of deuterium is to time period of alpha particle is equal to mass of hydrogen by charge of hydrogen is to mass of deuterium by charge of deuterium is to mass of alpha particle by charge of alpha particle. Then what are you going to write? So mass of hydrogen particle, you know the three formulas. Let me write here. Hydrogen 1 1, deuterium 1 2 and alpha 2 4. Okay, so just see here what I'm going to write now. With this you'll understand mass of hydrogen is nothing but 1, charge of hydrogen is also 1, mass of deuterium is 2, so charge of deuterium is again 1 only, then mass of alpha particle is 4 and charge of alpha particle is 2, so 2 ones 2 twos. So what is the answer for this? Time of hydrogen, time period of deuterium, time period of alpha particle is 1 is to 2 is to 2 is the answer for this. Okay, so I have solved this problem also. Next you have to find out what is the ratio of their angular velocities if they have entered into the same magnetic field. So how are you going to find out here? So for this you just write the formula. Second one, what is the formula here? Omega is equal to bq by m. Omega is equal to bq by m. So it is said that to find out the ratio of angular velocities when it has entered into the same magnetic field. Same magnetic field means this part goes. So with this you'll understand that omega is directly proportional to charge, inversely proportional to mass. So angular velocity of hydrogen is to angular velocity of deuterium is to angular velocity of alpha particle is given as charge of hydrogen by mass of hydrogen, charge of deuterium by mass of deuterium, charge of alpha particle by mass of alpha particle. This will be the ratio now. So charge of hydrogen is 1, mass of hydrogen is 1, charge of deuterium is 1 and mass of deuterium is 2, and charge of alpha particle is 2 and mass of alpha particle is 4 here. Okay, so 2 ones 2 twos 4. So what are you going to get? In denominator you're getting 2, so multiply 2 in all the 3 cases. So what are you going to get? 2 by 1 is to 2 by 2 is to 2 by 2. So therefore you can get cancelled here. So omega h, angular velocity of deuterium, angular velocity of alpha particle is 2 is to 1 is to 1 is the answer here. Okay, so now let us go for the third case here. Third case, what is it? Find out the ratio of frequency is asking. So find out the ratio of frequency, that is the third question if you observe. Okay, so what is the formula for frequency here? N is equal to bq by 2 pi into m. So in this case it is asked same magnetic field. Same magnetic field means this is getting cancelled. Anyhow these two are getting cancelled. So frequency is directly proportional to q by m. Then it is a shortcut formula. Angular velocity and frequency are having same relation. Therefore you can write directly n of hydrogen, n of deuterium, n of alpha particle is going to be equal to 2 is to 1 is to 1. This is the answer directly you can get. Okay, so in these many ways he can ask the questions in NEET also. There was one probability asked in the NEET. I have almost covered almost all the probabilities. Okay, thank you very much.